Good morning, everybody. Morning for me, anyway. So, I really am kind of excited about the about how much positive energy I got from my minimalist video about cleaning out that drawer, cleaning out your closet. And I had the next thought of that, like the one thing that is hard for people, including myself when I made the move, was, well, I can't get rid of this because this has so much sentimental value. And usually a lot of that stuff that you're talking about, it's a t-shirt from a concert you went to in high school and you're in your 30s now. Or it's, gosh, so many weird things. I've known people who when they're in high school, the tips they got for their last 2 weeks of work, they kept all their tips in a jar, and it's all just change. And they had all these big coffee cans of coins, and it helped them remember their last day of work at a restaurant or something. And those tips, those jars of money, just stayed in storage, and they never looked at them. They didn't come out. And so that's a big thing. And I know I had a lot of things too like that where, gosh, how do I get rid of this? I had a bottle cap or beer caps that it was my first beer cap that I took off with my teeth, in my 20s, like, and that was, man, ooh, that means something to me. And so I kept that, and I had all these little knickknacks from Germany and all over the place. And so what do you do about that? And when you're trying to downsize and you realize that those things aren't something that you need to bring with you or hold on to. And one of the big things you can do is actually just go through all that stuff and look at it again, because you might not even remember all the memorabilia you have, all the things that make you remember the thing. And so you can, just look at it again and really reevaluate, is this still important to me? Yes, when I went to that Guns N' Roses concert, I'm showing my age now. When I went to that Guns N' Roses concert when I was 16, that was freaking amazing. But now at 45, do I need to keep that t-shirt? Like, is that part of my life that matters? And because it was exciting to me for the first 10 years after I went to the Guns N' Roses concert, doesn't mean that it's still important to me now. So, no, it's not important to me now. It's funny that I did that. What I should do now is put that t-shirt on, have somebody take a picture of me or do a selfie of me in this shirt, all stretched out because I'm probably bigger than I was in high school, and that will help me remember. Take that picture, and that's what a lot of people say do. Take a picture of everything and do a scrapbook. And so that's one thing that's really good to do. Another thing people love to save is letters. I got, oh my gosh, I've seen that so many times. People save, like, they have boxes of letters from people, like Christmas cards, get well cards, birthday cards. And they're in a box, they're in a closet, under a thing, in a storage unit. Are you seriously keeping those for any reason, those greeting cards? Go through them. If they're really that important to you, they're not all of them, but the ones that are, then keep those. And those that are really that important to you, and it's not the picture, because unless it's a homemade card, then just rip the card in half and keep the part where somebody wrote to you, and that's important. But probably 95% of those cards you just kept to be nice, to be respectful of that person. And now, 5 years later, I think you've shown your respect. So get rid of all those greeting cards you got for your birthday or whenever, for Christmas. Take pictures of stuff, paintings, and oh my gosh, paintings and pictures. When I got divorced the first time, there was this awesome turtle painting that I absolutely loved. And it was, I don't even know where it came from, but it was big. This huge painting. And it was done in relief, or like black and white relief. And I love that picture. And it didn't come with me. So what I did with that is I took a really nice picture of it. and and uh, and now if I want to, and I haven't looked at that picture forever and ever, but I have it digitally somewhere. And so pictures are a great way to do it, and just pare it down. When I went from a home to a bus, I pared down a lot. But then when I had to go from the bus in a small apartment, and I had lots of things in storage, being stored. But then when I went into the Sprinter, I had like 3 huge tubs of memorabilia. And it's like, oh my gosh, do I need all this? And the answer was no. And one of the things I had was pictures from my past, pictures from high school that I had taken all the way through the Army. And I took a lot of pictures in the Army. And I must have had 5,000 pictures that I had, because this was before digital, so they're all in photo albums. Like I had photo albums this wide worth of pictures. And do I need every picture of getting drunk in Germany, in Frankfurt? No. Do I need every picture of being stupid with my friends at some castle and grabbing the boob of some statue, of a naked statue, or my friends grabbing the boob of some naked statue? Oh my gosh, how many pictures of that did I have? It's so stupid. So no, I only need one picture of my friend grabbing a boob of a statue. And I need one picture of being stupid getting drunk in Frankfurt. So I did that. I went through all 5,000 photos from high school on, and these are the ones that are important. These are the ones I want to remember, that are really kind of cool. And oh yeah, these people. And I got all those down to one smaller, like this big photo album, and the rest got thrown away. And that felt so good, because am I really going to go through all those photo albums and look at all the dumb pictures that aren't really important? But no, I picked the best of it. And so I got 3 tubs going into the Sprinter. I got three tubs down to 1 tub that's only half full. And that's still sitting in a storage unit in Colorado, as well as all the stuff that Noelle had. So it's like, now we got to figure out, okay, where's her stuff going to go? And at that point, then where's my stuff going to go? Because I only have 2 tubs in there that are mine, one of clothes and one of memorabilia. And so, that I really need. And so it's like, I don't need a whole storage unit for $30 a month for 2 tubs. So I got to figure that out. So I'll figure it out, whatever. But I just encourage you, look at all that memorabilia you have from the past and think about what's actually important. Take a picture of it, pare it down, and look at why it's important, and is it still important today? You are not, hopefully, you're not the person you were when you were 25 or when you were 20 in college and you took that picture of this or that, and you had to keep stacks of pictures and stacks of negatives of all those pictures, just in case, of pictures you don't need anymore. I've seen that too, like huge, they have like rubber band together negatives from when, with film camera. Just huge mounds of it, and it's like, are you going to go through all those negatives to find the one picture you need to take of that? No. Like, oh my gosh. Pick the pictures that are really good of your best friends from college, or just find them on Facebook and talk to them about it and relive that memory, as opposed to having some silly picture of a person that you're not anymore, but it's just a memory from the past. So that's my little thought for the day I wanted to share. And everyone's having a great day, and I really, really appreciate all the positive support I've gotten, the positive comments, and even, the getting busted by the cops while I was illegally parked thing. I appreciate everyone's comments, and just so you know, I went to stay at a Walmart last night, a different Walmart, and it looked really fancy and really nice. I didn't see any RVs or any junky vehicles, and so I went in and asked, and they said, no, we don't allow overnight parking, very, very firmly. So I didn't go there, and I left. So good for me for just doing that, because I'm usually not that guy. So have a great day, everybody.